All right. I don't think anyone joined. You know what? Right now, let's take it to intermission. See how this is looking. Gotta make sure it's muted. You know what? No one's joined right now. Would you like to? Oh, would you like to try and help me test some of these things that I wanted to do? No. Yeah. No. Oh, sorry, my face gonna come out like that. It did. Good. So I'm gonna mute the mic for this.
Tolerable to make a difference. Should I do the push-up thing on the wall? 3 seconds.
Yeah, the push-ups are always good.
Did you just record me?
I did not record you.
Yeah, the push-ups are always good.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, the push-ups
But
are
anyways,
always good.
maybe that will establish some other point. Sandy, are you gonna be okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna take the mask off, or are you gonna keep it on? Hey, you're not gonna be on camera, okay? I
I
promise.
don't want to be on camera.
I didn't ask you to be on
It's
camera.
me anxiety.
I'm chilling. You're chilling.
Okay.
If you want to go, you can go. If you want to chill, you can chill. I feel like that's kind of the point. That's what I want to do. You okay?
Yeah, I think
Alright.
I need to sleep at night now.
All right then. I want to chill for like an hour. I don't know. Yeah, I really
I thought
just.
it was gonna be less, like 10
Yeah.
minutes.
You could actually, you can see the video that I worked on during the week, if you like. If you
could
don't,
send me the link.
I can. I don't think you're gonna see it either way. It's cool.
I think you should, and I will let you link it to me. This one.
Okay. And mute us up.
And yeah, look, like,
Oh,
dude, it's crazy how my
actually
hairdresser, she gets it right. Like, look at, she goes at a 90-degree angle when she cuts my hair, and all the layers are like, it's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like, look, from here, you could tell
Oh.
she went,
I mean, I can see it, but no one else can see it, so it would be the point
and
of
then
it.
look at the degrees. Like, that's so crazy.
What degrees? No one can see what you're talking
Like, you can
about.
literally cut hair if someone was on on the playground, the
Yeah.
monkey bars, and their knees are on it and they're backwards. You can literally cut it,
Yeah.
and then they have a bunch of beautiful layers
Okay. Excellent.
because of the degrees.
Sounds alright. Which
So
degree?
this is my natural hair. What do you think?
I think your hair right now looks pretty bad, Sam. Like you
Bad?
yeah, you got out of work. It looks like you were a little sweaty.
Like it was like ruined, huh?
No.
Like
it
the
just looks
style I
oily.
had it, the oily.
Yeah, it looks like after work, bro. I swear.
That's so bad.
Okay.
My hair was never oily, dude. It was not dry either, but like in between. I think I just like messed with it so much that it's just like, bro.
I see. For sure.
I feel like my hair wants to lighten. Like it wants to lighten a little. What do you think? Should I go for the lighter hair, like blonde or blonder?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is all my natural hair. Like 1 inch of this, maybe less, is my natural. It's like a dark ash tone. Do you see it? Right at my root. That's my natural hair color. Should I just keep letting my natural come
I
out?
think right now, in the light, from where I'm seeing it, the perception doesn't allow me to see what you're seeing. It just looks too shiny.
Yeah, the shiny part is my natural hair. It's healthy and it's shiny and it's new. The other dull area is the color treated hair.
Okay.
So, but I lost
But it
fullness,
looks
huh?
shiny.
Like I
It looks
lost a
shiny
lot.
out.
I lost a lot of fullness. I don't know why, but I did.
Okay.
Like my hair was more full before. Don't you?
Interesting.
And it's like it doesn't want to grow. It literally just stays right here.
Okay.
Why?
I'm uncertain, but Sandy, I'm trying to do something. Right
Oh,
now.
sorry.
Yeah.
I'm rambling now. I told you get the tape and you didn't listen.
I know.
That's
I
why we
did.
got this
I
as
did, I
a
did.
second alternative.
Sorry.
And here I go.
And
This
it's not
means
working.
Sandra,
It's
shut
not.
up.
It's not working, bro. We know it works, but we can't use it right now because we're not trying to stream for that. So it's alright. Let's see.
Like I don't brush my hair anymore.
You don't? Why not?
Because I don't care for it anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, like I don't care to get ready sometimes. That's bad.
I feel like a lot of people don't care about getting ready sometimes, too. They're just over it.
I don't know why I got what do you call it? Like impulsive. I got impulsive and I just grabbed the scissors and cut my hair, and then afterwards I was like, oh, I didn't want to really cut my hair, and then like look at how short it is on both sides. Like I messed up.
Yeah, bro. Honestly, it looks pretty messed up.
But there's other layers in it too, so like I don't know.
There's layers to it.
Yeah, it's going like down.
I see what you're saying.
But this is from a cut that's grown out. Like it needs to reshape again. But like I don't want to cut it anymore. So what do you suggest I do?
Right there, what you did right there, that blends it out. That blends it out.
Like just keeping
Just
on
doing
that
it.
side?
No, I
Oh,
feel like
to the left.
no. You had it go on. It's just you took one of the long pieces out, and it looked that weird.
You want to cut
It's
it
some-
for
it's
me? I
some-
totally trust you.
I don't.
I totally trust you
You
with my
trust me?
yes with my base.
Fucking man.
Like
But
go in there. With the
right now, I'm
scissors.
doing the stream.
Oh,
If you
yeah,
guys
you're
have
right.
to come out. Would you mind? I'll cut it on.
Yeah, I have anxiety right now.
Alright.
I want to see you in action.
Oh, I'm trying, but bro,
Okay,
you're taking over the show.
Oh, it's
Straight
recording?
up. Huh?
It's recording?
What happened?
I said it's recording.
It's not recording, it's streaming. It is a little
Yeah.
bit different. I think the terms actually imply exactly the difference.
Mm.
But, I mean, the stream can be compressed and saved as a file, which happens, which I selected to happen at the end of every stream. So I had set up a few features. Clearly, I realized last time that the stream totally sucked ass, and I hope that this time it could at least hope suck ass a little less. Because I couldn't even hear what I was saying. But yeah. No one's joining, but I'm going to show off what I do. So if you happen to stumble across this, it'll be pretty tight. And if you don't, well, it's all good. It's something that I want to do. Just hopefully find some like-minded people. Let everyone do their own thing, you know? And here we go. See if this works.
I continue to do this more often until
Check it out. Oh, I actually pulled it up, dude. Oh, wow. Okay. So here we go. I think I have one of the gadgets up. I'm not sure why. This is what we were doing this week. We had hangers. That's not a hanger that I had to do, but I messed with it even though I shouldn't have. Now right here, this tool right here is one of my favorite things. I've actually made this piece. Oh, I messed up. I'm talking about. Here, let me enable this real quick. Let's see. Capture cruiser, done. See?
does this look cute?
I think it looks. That does not look cute. That did not look cute.
Okay, I'm
That
trying
looks like-
a new hairstyle.
I know. I've done it. But oh shit. Oh yes, you can hear it. This is the piece. Can they see the cruiser now? Can I see the cruiser? I feel like I can barely see it. Anyways, I made this piece. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen these. And what's it called? Like Lowe's, they sell these C-clamps. I went ahead and I cut some 2 inches of angle. Sometimes you can go less. I think these actually might be my smaller ones. These might be a 1 5/8. But I've used them to hold I made a tripod out of them. This is a thread inch pitch that most tripods use, cameras use. Like if I had a phone holder, it'd come out and it'd be holding that. And I like using it because it gives me a pretty level-ish shot. You know, it gives me the best that it can do. Most of the stuff that I'm making isn't going to space, so I just go ahead and I check in 3 points. I set like one pivot point, which is where the hanger will usually be the closest at, and I make all my measurements from there. I reuse this piece down here for the other hanger, and also for this hanger I made it as a end cap just to prevent any bacteria from building up inside the pipe when it's hosed down, or when there's sour cream vapors or things of that sort. Anyway, a lot of these things that you know after you get the hang of it, it's pretty simple, but a lot of the cuts, just being accurate. I highlighted that little piece because you always want to give yourself a little bit of play when you're setting it level. Go ahead and tighten it down, and it's usually good to go. Yeah. You find any stuff there, Sandy? You look good, dude. But yeah. So always make sure you got some water. A lot of people think that it doesn't matter, but it does destroy your blades. I'll show evidence of that once this one is worn out far enough. Shouldn't be too long from now, to be honest. There's the end caps I was talking about. Usually you polish it up just so the weld can end up even when you complete it. Having a clean surface to weld on is always appreciated. The material is always liking it. Oh, yeah. Right here I'm using the technique. I know I don't hold the torch at the proper angle, but I don't know. I just keep going all the way around. I did miss a little piece on the back side, so I'm filling it in right here with some filler wire because it just got too wide, and it got too wide, of course. Afterwards, I polished it up. Oh wait, not yet, but I do polish it up, and I put it with these pieces as well. I think these are one of the easiest things to make. It's a good starting point because it allows you to just kind of learn two different materials at the same time, or thicknesses of materials at the same time, and you can play around with your amperage a lot. Obviously the pieces are super hot, you have to cool down. And he warps things. I missed a little bit, as you can tell, on the center line against the hanger. It's just, I guess I just focus on keeping it as straight as possible, not so much of where it's actually centered. Like I said, that does matter, and we could go ahead and do all that stuff, but I just don't have that equipment. If I'm honest with you, it's not the shop. Yeah, we're not at that level yet. So here's what I'm saying about cleaning the dirtiness off, the extra material off, and just making it, just giving it a finish, after it's properly welded. Some people don't care for this. They say you're a wine grinder instead of a welder, but it looks nice. I don't know. It looks nice. It looks like you gave it some love. At least that's how I feel about it. Yeah, and it takes even then it takes a minute. As I said, getting the straight pieces as straight as possible is what I like prioritizing. Sometimes the center line misses, but it looks good enough. There's right here I'm demonstrating exactly that. You'll see how the closeness or the separation around these 2 points. So I just hit it until it's even on both sides. It might be a little bit sometimes even though it's traveling out on both ends, it tends to be if you keep it even, the gaps even, it'll shoot out properly. And then the final axis is, it is 3 axes that you're welding. You have your pivot point, and then finally where you're actually going to be holding onto your object. And so the same is true for every single piece you weld. Everything you weld together, you're setting its axis, its vertices or whatever. I like welding on the side that it needs to be pulled back while I'm starting, because while there's not a lot of material built up, it still has that ability to come a little bit flex, and as it cools down, to cool down as close to center as possible. I didn't clean them up. I just wanted to show you how I am right now. I've been doing 3 years of welding. I don't think it's that much, but I do a lot of stainless. I do mild steel. What else do I do? I do galvanized. I do some galvanized sometimes as well. It's not the best thing, but we get in there. Aluminum, I do some TIG. I haven't done it at the shop lately, but we get that in there. There's a piece completed, but it's not done yet because it still needs to be installed, dude. There's the hanger. I decided to clean up these areas right here, just because they looked a little bit too dirty. Like you can tell that there's been a lot of bacteria, festering in that crevice. So get rid of that, make it nice and clean again, make it look like a new material, and also it helps when I'm molding the new piece that I just brought in that was cleaner than this. It helps weld nicely. Yeah, it allows the path of the ground to travel through the materials. How do I say it? With more ease, of course. Yeah. I wish someone would join the chat. If there's anyone here, go ahead and ask me any questions. What the hell I'm doing here? I'm just chilling. I play video games sometimes. Definitely down to play with you guys. If I have the opportunity, of course. But yeah, I'm just doing my thing. Down to teach some people some things if they're interested in math. Can help you guys out. Not for free, of course, but I'm just fucking around. But I don't know. It's right here. See us setting up the hanger. That's what I'm talking about. It wasn't done as quickly as you think. Like it does take a long time to wear material away from other material, especially when the quality of our disc is not the greatest anymore. Yeah. Here I am using that good old chemicals. So, I don't know. Can I just back it up a little bit? Here, where's that? Here. You guys ever seen the molecular structure of that? See, acetone. You don't know what this looks like? Would you like to see it real quick? I say we're down for that, right? Let's see. CH3C. Here, wait, why does that make me laugh right here? This last phase. Just kidding. I'm perverted. Of course. CH3CO. Damn. Oh, of course. How many? I don't know how to count how many there was, but I know oxygen is the middle of that. Right? Let's see. There it is. So if you guys were ever interested in what that looked like, I think that's it. Man, I don't know. I think this would be the closest one to the 3D structure. Supposedly. There's more. There's like 4 more atoms in this area, but they dude, no, it would just be filled with shit. No one would ever understand what the heck's going on. But supposedly, these energy fields are the base of what this is. And because it's structured like that, when oxygen hits these outside areas, the heat causes it to create vapor or turn into vapor quite rapidly. I don't know if you notice how whenever I'm sure on your nails, girls use acetone on their nails, right? Like, so it'd be the same thing. It's just like it's just breaking shit apart. Like it's ready to break things apart. Oils mostly. It likes oils. It likes lacquers. It's the same thing almost. But yeah, little side note. That's what that is. But I just use this to get this material, like the crevices of it, as clean as possible, so it doesn't have plastic or anything that whatever the flap disc is made out of, so it's not in there. If there's even smaller things in where the flap disc couldn't reach, I use to get that clean, you know. And some people don't care about that, and it shows right away in their work. I've had a lot of excellent welders come to the shop, or not to the shop, but to the entire plant, They usually not there for very long. They're actually field workers, you know. But they do great work. But their work is sometimes lacking the love because they're just in and out. They don't give a fuck about like putting too much time into something. They just want to finish it and like get out of it. I guess that's something where my pay is different. I'm an hourly employee. I'm not like a mechanic, I guess, like a technician. I don't know. I just make it whatever I do. I just make it up on the spot if I need to, and I don't know why, but they fucking trust me to do it. That's because I'm a trustworthy guy. If you get to know me, that's how I am, right? She's shaking her head, yes, of course, she agreed. So yeah, I had notes that I completely disregarded because the start of the stream was not what I thought it was gonna be, but it's alright. I went back, I got that final piece for that thing that I wish I would not have gotten, guys. I promise you, that thing broke my heart that day. I will show you guys, I highlight it when it happens. But dude, man, when you do something, just do it right the first time. Don't leave trash behind, you know? I don't know. I'm sorry, dude. God damn. This is the piece that I'm talking about. It's that one piece that came out in the background, but look at that. You seen that? That trash right there, it popped, man. And I tried to fill it. I tried to fill it for the longest. And it just did not care about me or my feelings until I gave up. And that was that. Yeah. So go ahead. I spent a lot of time just welding away. Welding in this area, so it's usually really tight. There's a lot of obstructions, things that you have to like kind of get skill with, I guess, to get used to it. Definitely don't be afraid to try something different. I know sometimes you start something from one position and you don't allow yourself to take a few steps back and just do it from somewhere else, or just completely give up on it. Cause that was that was pretty bad right there. Right here, I'm finishing up the hanger that we've been working on for the past few minutes. It took more than a few minutes, but here's the end of it, man. I have people passing by all the time. I hope they don't feel awkward. I'll try to block them out next time better. So if you happen to be joining right now, if you happen to see anything, my name's Manny. I go by Ray Lamore on my gamer profiles, on most of my profiles. I'm a fabricator. That's what I'm showing off now. That's what I like to teach to people. But yeah, I like showing. I like playing video games. I'm trying to meet some new people. Right here, let me use real quick. Sorry, I had to write some notes. I did, because I totally suck. No, okay. I get the hang of it. I get the point. I'm here to be myself. I know a lot of people feel awkward with that sometimes, but I definitely want you guys to be yourselves as well. Nowadays, a lot of people just I feel like they don't see the value in communicating. They don't see the value in commitments, or just a lot of things that I feel can be pretty important to life, like to family. But I don't know. I don't have any family. I'm just here trying to figure it out. I see a lot of people that do have family. They, I feel like they're really lost, man. Like they don't have any real sense of commitment to what they've created. But I'm not here to talk shit on you guys. I just, if you guys have any kind of like self awareness, like it's okay to not keep being a douchebag. Like you can change, or you can keep being a douchebag and love the people that are around you. Like it's, I don't know. We can all be ourselves. It just sucks when people manipulate emotions and shit like that. Like that's the stuff that fucks me the most. I know social media is not the type of place that gives a fuck about those kind of things, but it's I don't know. It's a little window, It's a little window to a lot of different people. It can connect you with all sorts of people. I know I have a long shot maybe of reaching my audience in this what is it, like server on what is the Twitch, but it's cool, man. Like I promise you, I'm just here doing my own thing. Like if you happen to like what I had to say, if you happen to want to chill with me, go ahead and drop a follow. I'll chill with you. I'll help you out if you have something that you want to do. I'll definitely support you most of the time. Like if I have time, I'm supporting everyone that I can, because I'm realizing that no one's gonna help me accomplish the things that I want to accomplish. So I gotta support myself first. And maybe let's start by getting some water, but I don't know. Damn, dude, you shouldn't work out with a mask on, dude. You take that shit off. I promise you, you ain't on video. But, yeah, guys. I have a lady friend over. My greatest lady friend over. But whatever. Everyone has their person, I'm sure. Some people like to be alone. I personally don't like to be alone. So I have these weaknesses of sorts, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah. So that's me. I started welding 3 years ago. I have no previous welding experience. I did not go to school for welding. I did not go to school for fabrication. I'm just me trying to figure it out. Well, not just me. This is where I get weird, but like I don't know. All of these things for me, they seem too precise to be just random. So I like talking about that kind of shit too, man. Like I don't know. It's we can all achieve a lot here, man. Like, whatever you want to, whatever you're dreaming up right now, whatever you want, it'll become your reality. It'll be what you obsess about for as long as you want to obsess about it. But yeah, definitely try. Don't be afraid of trying different things. A lot of people, I think, really, they're like that first steps are holding them back from achieving everything that they want to achieve. Everything that they want is themselves that are holding them. I gotta say, I hold myself back all the time. But yes, like I said, we don't have to keep being the same. I definitely believe we can all change. You guys deserve it, for sure. Yeah, I guess I'll get back into it. I just want to leave that little message there if you happen to come by. If not, it's okay. like I said, I'm not doing it for you. So fuck you, and love you too. Are you gonna work out right here? No? No, it's okay. I don't have like a noise gate or anything. I don't have a microphone, so I have no idea if all that sounds coming out on what I'm trying to do. Does that make sense? For sure. So, should have muted. So new to this. Pretty good. And that was, by the end of that project. Did you see? That is only the middle of this week. I'm so sorry. that is not even the beginning of what I do. I honestly can't. Everything that I do, I cannot put on video. It's too much. Like, it's too much work. But the chill projects, like the basic things that I can put on video, I definitely will. I need to set those up, bro. I need to set those up. So here we are. Hey, would you want to see it from the other room and tell me how it sounds or stuff? But yeah. Yes or no? Do you mind? If you're gonna leave it. Yeah, it's cool. I have 15 minutes.
Yes or no? Do you mind? If you're gonna leave it. Yeah, it's cool. I have 15 minutes.
Dude.
Do you mind?
I guess let me there we go. So, checking out these cracks right here. We've been repairing this for a long time now. What happens with the shape of this material is that the edges, it's literally the box, that corner, this corner that I'm describing, this area, is flat, alright, against the wall. It's flat like this, like this, and the weld is going around this part only, alright, and that doesn't work, okay? It's bad engineering. As you can see, it's been repaired plenty of times. Here I am, doing the same over and over. Just kidding. But I'm trying a new approach. You know, I'm trying to do it the best I can because of the thickness of it. I probably hit it at 55 amps, just to try to get some decent penetration. You can see that I'm trying to grab both materials in this area. I'm trying to grab both materials as much as possible. it can get quite difficult sometimes, especially with water. I think that will come out later. What happens on the bottom of this, the challenge that can happen in the crevice where the water breaks. So this is around how long it takes to weld, by the way. I think it's still sped up, but it doesn't just happen instantly. It doesn't just appear from one moment to the other. It's stainless steel. It needs to be protected by argon as much as possible. But when you do, when you care about it, it takes care of you. That sound that you hear coming on, it's the welder. Once it's been welding for too long, it activates a cycle of the fan trying to cool it down and whatnot. This area, I think it was like 12, probably like 10 to 12 inches long, but I did it in 3 segments, probably like 3.5 or 4 inches about. But as you can see, when I welded the edges, the materials, they shrunk in, so I had to expand it back together. At least that was the goal right here. I had never tried this before, but it seemed pretty effective. It closed the gap a lot. I had to fill in that area still. It just became a lot less air resistance and more material to jam against more material. There's the evidence. It's still open, but it's closed up. I left this area alone for a little bit because I had just weld on it, and I moved on to the corner just because it was doing the same thing. So you can see there's still some water dripping out slowly but surely. It always happens. I think it's inevitable. I can't even pronounce the motherfucking word right now, but it gets hard when with water. Water's impossible to deal with, but you do have to manage, find a way to manage around it. And I'm just gonna take a moment to say thank you to Miss Anipie for doing that, because yeah, you didn't need to, but you did. I appreciate it. And here we are. So, pull it away. And here, I was using a very thin filler wire. I have to say, what size is this shit? 1/32? Probably. It's really thin. It's that paper thin shit. And it's more than enough if you keep feeding it in. Like I said, I was going at 45 amps to 55 amps in that range, and I fill it enough to the point where it's cooling down as I'm traveling down the steels. I think I burned the crap out of my finger, and that's why I grabbed that glove. Once the pieces start getting too short, I should be wearing sleeves. I'm not gonna lie. Right here, this stuff right here, any light that hits skin, it's not good. It's not the greatest for your skin. I think that you can develop skin cancer after a long exposure of it. So we'll take care of it though. Oh, and here's the bottom piece. Look at that. Oh yeah. Oh shit. God damn. So I grabbed the torch. It works out pretty well. Just to dissipate some of the heat. It helps any water that is inside those crevices come out. I try to heat it just enough to the point where I don't want it to turn red. I don't even want it to change color if possible. If you've changed the color of the material, you've probably heated it up for too long, or you should realize to chill on it. If it turns yellow, any kind of goldenish, just let it cool down. This next is blue, purple, and black after that. And yeah. So try to get comfortable as I can. If I could, I would lift this up, but I try to finish this work on the as soon as possible. It's usually not appreciated. Yeah, I think it would help save the money, but they need things right away. There's someone who's done all that math work, and they disagree with me. And we finish it up, guys. So here we are, putting that back together. It's always important to put things back to how you found them. I don't think no one likes to have to do your work for you. I know I'm not there to put pipes together, but I don't know. It doesn't take that long. Next, we have this leak. This is a buttermilk leak. The stuff, it smells. If you know how it smells, you know how it smells. Let's just say that. Grabbing our stuff. This is how I've been getting my stuff around in the plant lately. I've been trying to save time. Like I said, definitely pay attention to what you're doing all the time. Try to be as clean as possible. We weren't allowed to work on this the first day we went in there, so we had to return. After the product was gone, we went ahead and cleared it all out. It was just water that I sprayed in there. So I removed the lines, and we had to get in there because we had to find the source of this leak that was coming out the side. We try to put everything together for them. The cleaning, I will not do the cleaning. But I don't know. I did a little slow-mo there for you guys. I snuck it in. But yeah. One thing that we do gotta do is we gotta put our lockouts on this stuff, man. This stuff can kill you, like for sure. So always identify where you're working on and clean it up. I took these two, the penetrants and the revealers. They helped me out a lot, dude. Sometimes when cracks are not obvious like this, you go ahead and you spray those in there, and they. When I get a chance to use them, I'll show you guys what they actually do. They're pretty tight. Got in there. There was some evidence of they must have dropped something in there. But yeah, it's not comfortable in there. I'm like sideways, all crooked. I promise you, my shoulders hurt during all of the time that this welding is happening. I couldn't record any of that, but I tried it. This was the first try. Once it cooled down, it cracked, and that sucked. But we had to retry. I think actually this week, I'm gonna have to go back in there, guys, and do the same thing. So I'm not gonna record that, but this is exactly what's gonna be going on probably Monday or whenever they decide to empty it out. There's a crack that formed after it cooled down. What I did after that is I went ahead and I washed it in. I welded it. I used that same material that I left behind, and I made it flush as possible. And yeah, that's it, guys. So that's what we got for this week, man. that's the kind of fun stuff that I got up to. If anyone's just joining, if anyone joined at all, I hope you enjoy that. If you want to play some video games, I do Forza Motorsport a lot. I like doing sim racing. I got a little setup. Not the greatest. I'm not the greatest racer that you've played with, but I like having fun with it. I like crashing into walls. Apparently, there's other games that I wish I could get into. I just don't have the consoles. I probably don't even have the time. Like I do like doing my own things as well. There's things that I would like to do this year as well. Hopefully I can achieve, but I'm gonna have to find out. I think the video is still playing on the other. Let me stop that real quick. There we go. I gotta close the projection. Yeah. Here we are, guys. Love you guys. It was a fun little hour with you guys. I hope it's something that I said could have inspired you to do something cool. I don't know. I like doing fabrication work a lot. Making stuff for, I know working for people who are actually making money, at the end kind of sucks. But I don't know. Creating things is what I like to do. Making cuts, out of basic shapes, putting them together in different angles, and just, I don't know. That's how all things are created. I like computer coding as well. I don't know, dudes. Like there's a lot of things that work. I don't know how they work. I try to understand them. Well, I understand how it works, but I don't know how they work. I don't know if you if you can understand what I'm saying. But I don't know. Hopefully you will come back for another round of bullshit next week, and maybe during the week we can do some gaming or something. We'll find out what we can do. Later, guys. I hope you guys all had a good time here. If you end up here, if you don't end up here, and goodbye.